And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mhm.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone, and we could do it without you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Rachel,
Dees.
we were trying to think of a cool intro today, and a bunch of stuff is kind of frustrating right now, so we wanted to stay in the realm of something later, right?
Yeah.
So we came up with a small game that we're going to play where we're each going to ask each other a few questions, and you're going to have to decide which of them you would prefer.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
All right, so we'll do a would you rather off. Okay, do you want to go first, or should I go first, or should we flip a coin? What do you think?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather be constantly sticky or constantly itchy?
Itchy.
Yeah.
There's nothing I hate more than being sticky. That shit it's the worst. See, itchy is you got some skin on you that's dead, and you scratch it and it comes off, right?
Yeah.
But in my mind, the other way around is that shit is getting added to you.
Oh, yeah,
right?
That's true.
You're sticky, so now everything you touch is stuck to you. And I don't like that uncertainty.
Yeah.
That's really where it's at for me. I sometimes will make waffles or something for breakfast, or pancakes or something like that, and I'll use syrup. And if the outside of the lid gets sticky and I touch it, my mind will make it feel sticky for the rest of the day. No matter how many times I wash my hands, I will have a mental stickiness on my hand.
Yeah.
Literally, I'll touch something and it will not stick, but I will feel as though my hand is sticky, and I will constantly be like rubbing it and having to wash my hands. It's a neuroses, I think. So yeah, definitely the itchy.
Okay.
All right, is it my turn?
Yeah, I'll say I agree. I would go itchy rather than sticky.
Oh, we're both answering. Okay. I will know. For the future.
Okay.
Because I might have to change one of my questions. I don't want to answer that one. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather be invincible so that you couldn't be hurt, right? But you live the same normal age that you always live, right? Like an average human. Or would you live eternally for as long, your body would never die on its own, right? But you could still be hurt from like a car crash or an airplane or getting shot or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Which type of immortality would you prefer?
I
guess it's not immortality if you die, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Imperviousness or immortality.
I think I would go with imperviousness. I think, yeah. I just feel like that's because you never know if you're going to get into an accident or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would guarantee be able to do good, if I'm impervious.
Yeah. I think the other way around for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I want to live for a really long time. And I'll just, be smart about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, one of them lets you be a superhero. The other one lets you be really, wizardly, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think we all know that, early in the game, fighters and melee characters are better, but at the end of the game, it's kind of hard to beat a wizard, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
So, and because I'm going to definitely reach the end of the game,
Yeah.
There you go.
I see.
All right.
Okay.
So, is it your turn? It's your turn.
It's my turn. I've realized now that I started this theme of us answering our own questions. I don't know.
No, you don't want to do one. Too bad. No change and let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna do a different one then.
Oh
Would
God.
would you rather your shoes were always too big or always wet?
Too big, definitely. I
Yeah.
so I never tie my shoes
Uh-huh.
ever.
Uh-huh.
Ever. I like when I get shoes, I'll take the laces and I'll make them as like loose as possible.
Hmm.
And then I'll tie knots at the end of each of the strings so they don't go through the hole. And
Uh-huh.
I'll always wear my shoes like loafers.
Ah.
I've done that forever. I when I wear uh these like old Timberland boots I have, I'll
Mhm.
have to do the same thing. And if I wear like any type of like skate shoe or something like that, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I never tie my shoes. And I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how the rest of you fuckers are doing that every day. Tying your fucking shoes. No, I know that's like it's like a stupid little thing. I haven't tied my shoes in fucking 30 years. Like, I'm not kidding. I mean, I know how to. It's not like it's a
Uh-huh.
complicated thing, but
Yeah.
I haven't.
Mhm.
I tie a knot at the end of the string as soon as the day I buy them. Like,
Yeah.
tie a knot at the end, and then I will wear them loose like that forever.
Mhm.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think shoes too big.
Yeah.
I think if I had to walk around in wet shoes, I would be angry every single day.
Okay. So now I'm torn because there's I'm just gonna custom mine. I looked up a
Okay.
bunch of them that I thought were pretty clever, but
Mhm.
I'm just gonna customize mine.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather that every time you burped up like a bunch of baby spiders?
Oh.
Like then it's just like spiders,
no.
right? Like lots of them. Like think of like 2,000 baby spiders
No.
anytime you burped.
Oh my God.
Or every time you farted or went to take a poop, you had to poop a full snake.
Ew.
Like a decent sized snake, like a 3 foot, 4 foot snake.
Oh my God. Oh, I hate both of these.
Yeah. Because I mean you're gonna have to poop, so you could try to contain the burp. Because
Mhm.
I imagine these are like this is like a genie curse kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So like if you were to burp, the spiders would appear in your esophagus. They wouldn't they don't live in there.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And the same with the snake.
Uh-huh.
So like if you went to the doctor and tried to get the snake surgically removed from your butthole, they wouldn't be able to do it because they didn't exist until the moment.
They would be like,
Anyway, so
they would be like, we're actually gonna take you somewhere to get some rest because you think a snake lives in your butt.
and then they'd get you the bedpan and they'd be like, "Oh my God,
She was right.
she was right." So which way are you going? You're burping spiders or you're shitting lizards?
I'm gonna
Amphibians, no
I'm
lizards.
I'm gonna
Reptiles.
burp spiders.
Really?
I hate it, but I feel like
Oh, you'd kill at the goth clubs.
I feel like you could at least somewhat control, like maybe you don't have carbonated
yeah?
drinks as often.
Oh yeah?
Although I am
Rachel.
kind of a burpy person.
I thought this was the perfect question that I built for you because I knew that you were gonna go with the burp.
I don't.
But wow. So what do you do? What do you do if you do burp? Do you just like try to spit them out as quick as possible, or you just crunch them down to make a point?
Spit them out.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you got to chew them just so
no.
just so that we consider.
I spit them out and then I sell those baby spiders to reptile breeders as food for their reptiles.
You could have gone the other way. You could have sold to reptile breeders too. It's like I'm pooping a new snake every day.
Butt snake.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's called a poothon.
No.
I'll be here all week. Try the meal. All right.
Wait, what do you pick?
Oh damn! I thought we were gonna slide past that. I'm torn here.
Uh-huh.
All right. We have to. I have to. Since you're asking, since I have to answer it now, I'm gonna ask a probing question because I didn't have this formulated.
Okay.
Is there a chance the snake will bite my butt?
Oh.
after I poop them out because I
I'm
assume they're not happy about it.
I'm gonna say no because I there's not a chance for the baby spiders to
To bite
bite
your
you.
tongue.
Yeah, so I'd feel like if the snake had a chance to bite you, that would be an unfair.
What if you burped in your sleep and you didn't,
Oh my
right, able
God.
to
No.
spit them out,
Oh no.
and they just crawled all over everywhere?
Oh God.
Yeah, that's pretty nightmarish. I
That's
think you gotta. I think pooping the snake is the better option.
wow.
Just because that way you can get rid of it. Like the
Hmm.
spiders, they're little. They're be everywhere.
Yeah. But you could also use that if like say there's somebody that you don't like and
Use a burp on
you have
them.
to go see them, and like you're in their office or something. And so you just chug like a soda right before you go to see them.
You just wait for them to use the restroom and you just burp into their cabinets.
Yeah, you
I mean,
just
you could
leave
argue
them
that
a bunch-
you could just take a shit on their desk, right? All right, so it's your turn. I think pooping the snake is better.
Okay, all right. So the last one, this is a weird one that I found online.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather have a horizontal butt crack
Mm.
or a vertical mouth?
Huh. So like butt cheeks stacked up on top of each other?
Yeah, yeah. Hamburger style.
Oh, wait a minute. That's fun. But I could lay down while I poop. That's a positive, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where are you pooping laying down?
Well, I have to clearly get a custom toilet. but-
Oh.
Or maybe just one of those like air mattresses and I'll just like have it like angled so that way when the poop comes out it just rolls down. Okay, or a vertical mouth.
Mhm.
So like sideways, right?
So yeah, like vertical mouth.
Yeah. So like from nose to chin,
Yes.
long ways. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd make it easier to eat tacos.
Oh. Yeah. That's
You wouldn't have to
you know,
lose all the filling.
I did not consider that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm here. I don't know. I think sideways butt is easier to mask.
Yeah.
It's easier to hide your sideways butt.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. I think you have to go with the butt, right?
Hmm.
But then you run into a different problem, which is like, how do your legs work? Because the muscles in your butt are like
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
oriented,
Yeah.
you know? Huh.
Hmm.
I think probably sideways butt just from the explanations to like I wouldn't have to explain it to anyone but one person. You know what I mean? Like one person at a time, I could be like,
Yeah.
I was born with a sideways butt.
Right. Yeah.
But like if I had a sideways mouth, I'd have to explain to fucking everybody.
You know what? That's true. That's fair.
Like, oh, you're talking about old side mouth D's? And I'm like, okay, calm down. Also, I got a follow-up question. When you smile, which direction does it angle to?
Oh, that's interesting.
Because the left side's my good side, so
I don't know. I guess whichever one you want in this scenario.
oh, I get to choose.
Yeah, you can choose.
I couldn't choose not to have a sideways butt, but I can choose which direction my mouth orients. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think probably the butt thing.
Okay.
Just because it's easier.
Yeah.
But also, then you'd have to swipe sideways when you wiped your butt, which is that's gonna be a whole thing.
That's
Wait a minute. Was I born this way, or or has it just happened to me like via accident?
I'm gonna say you were born that way.
Oh, okay. Well, then yes, sideways butt.
Okay.
As long as my legs function,
Yeah.
sideways butt. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I think horizontal butt. Yeah.
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 I think that's the only way to go.
I think so.
Also,
I
if
think-
you twerk, it'll sound like people are clapping for you. You know,
Yeah.
you can just like up and down your butt, like shake it. And it that's not so bad.
Mhm.
It's not so bad. The problem you have to worry about is if I wear my pants low. So like
Mhm.
if I wore my pants too low, it would fall down between my butt crack,
Oh.
and then I'd have one
Yeah.
butt cheek hanging out of the top of my pants.
That's true.
There's some problems here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I have to craft a last question for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't have anything right now, so give me a second.
All
I'm trying
right.
to think of things that would be funny for you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. Um, I got the first one. The first one's good. Now
Okay.
I got to think of something that's equal to that,
Oh, yeah.
which is the tricky one.
Mhm.
Okay. Would you rather have your hands and your feet swapped so that your feet are on your hands or on
Uh-huh.
your arms and your hands are on your feet?
Okay.
Or would you rather your legs were turned around so they went the other direction?
Oh.
Yeah, so like
Uh,
your butt was in the front and
my
then
butt is in
and
the front.
and your feet would go backwards.
Oh
Like
my
it was almost
God.
like you're wearing a hat backwards, but on your feet.
Oh, I didn't think that like my butt would be in the front.
Yeah, yeah, from the hips down, everything is reversed.
Can I walk okay?
Just backwards, yeah.
Just backwards.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
turn around and look where you're going.
Oh. Or I have to get really good at walking backwards.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
mean, you'd probably still want to look where you're going, I would imagine.
Yeah. But I mean, like, my legs would feel like they're walking backwards when I'm facing the way that I'm walking.
Well, you couldn't walk the other. I mean, you could walk backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your legs would bend weird, so there's a lot of issues. Like, how would you drive a car?
Oh.
You know,
But how would you drive a car with foot hands?
you'd have to get an automatic for sure.
Hmm.
I can't even imagine trying to use your foot to gear shift.
Um, how do you sit in a chair?
Backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to turn it around and then you'd sit. Actually, that might be the best part of it. That might be the best thing about this.
I'm gonna go with the like leg reversal thing,
Really
like the walking backwards thing.
interesting. Interesting.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to.
You have to look every time you take a poop.
I
You have to look.
don't have to look.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, I mean, you could look straight up, but I'm just saying you're going to catch an eye at some point. And then the poo smell will come straight up to your nose.
Oh
That's a whole byproduct.
no.
Yep. Man, that's rough. How do you ride a bike?
I feel like it would be easier for me to still do day-to-day tasks because I would
Yeah.
have my hands in the regular place.
How do you drive a car?
Uh,
You'd have to sit backwards.
mhm.
Your body would be facing the wrong direction. You'd have to get a mirror in the back of your car and then learn to lean back.
You get the seat like turned 180 degrees and then you cut the
Where your feet aren't
like
at the pedals?
back. Maybe you can have some sort of like a hand controls.
You have to just drive with the PlayStation controller.
Oh, that's
Actually,
it.
I would be a much better driver with a PlayStation controller, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. What about you?
I think foot hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you think you would be able to still do art and stuff okay?
I mean, it's the same thing. I just have to use my foot to draw.
Oh, you wouldn't use your hand feet to draw?
How would I?
You like lean back in your chair and bring your
I'd be far away from the
wings
screen. I'd be
up.
too far from the screen. I have to use my. I mean, I don't know. This is a complicated one.
How would you cook?
What are you talking about?
Like you cook a lot, right? How would you adjust the dials on the stove? How would you chop anything?
I don't know. Maybe I just stand on the table that I was preparing the food on. I don't know. This is a complicated one.
It is.
I'm curious to see what the people on the internet think.
I would love to hear what other people think of
I
me.
want answers to all of these. Just give us just give us 6 answers in a row.
Mhm.
and let us know what you think, because
Yes.
I am super fucking curious about this. Some of these are
Mhm.
the spider snake thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's going to be the hardest one, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But now I don't think so. I think
I
this
think-
last one's the mother.
I think this one's the hardest one. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of geometry in this.
Hmm.
You don't even think about all the things you need to do,
Yeah.
right? How
Yeah.
do you have sex? Backwards? Right? My wiener's
Mhm.
behind me. It's like a tail at this point. It's complicated.
That is complicated.
Man.
All right. Well, do you want to go to this week's episode while we ponder?
Yeah, please, if you never comment underneath the video, that's fine, but just this time.
Mhm.
I need consensus. I need the wisdom of the crowd.
Yes.
Help me out here, guys.
All right.
All right, yeah, let's go to the episode, I guess, while I fucking have an existential breakdown.
This is Return to Ravenloft, Season 3, Episode 35, GCS.
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 Good cooking syndrome.
Close.
Is it?
It's close, yeah.
Gravy Condor Syndicate.
No.
Goat cheese superb. I don't know.
You got one word correct.
Superb?
No.
Goat cheese? Syndicate?
No.
I don't know. I don't even remember what my first one was, so let's just go to the episode.
All right. Well, I thought you were gonna
It's a cube. It doesn't have a
do, like,
fucking instruction manual.
an
next to it.
investigation or an arcana or something.
I did. It said runes box gold trim. You can see the light through it. This is probably going to require a little more effort than pick up, know how to use.
Uh-huh.
There is one in your memory that might know how to use it.
Who's that?
Well, someone did talk to you about the Temple of Gond before.
Oh, yeah. You know how to use this. I mean, not you.
Me? I don't know how to use that.
No, you don't, but you do. But you do.
I don't. You're not making sense.
Well, you're not making sense, but you'll make sense later. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll know exactly what to do with this. All right. I'm going to put it inside my coat. Oh, man. I was like, how am I going to figure out how to use this? And I was like, oh, I get it. Adriel will know.
All right.
Well, it's going to trip you out when you see yourself in the mirror. It's going to freak you the fuck out.
Okay, so back to the game?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. All right. So Kaeviir said some weird stuff about Adri not knowing, but also Adri knows whatever this is. And we are continuing to the lake.
How are you approaching the lake?
Carefully. It's old D&D joke.
With with a song in our heart and a spring in our step. As stealthily, I suppose, as a horse-drawn cart can be maneuvered up towards the lake.
All right.
Stealthily.
Yes.
It's like tiptoeing on the wheels.
Everybody just picks the cart up and walks with it.
We disguise it as a giant bush, and then we just move a little bit at a time.
Rain, you hear a creaking noise behind you.
Is it the cart?
Mm-mm.
I slowly turn around to look at what's going on behind me.
In the distance, in the trees, you can see a set of gallows where nothing was there before as you came to pass. Now hangs a lifeless gray body.
And I just kind of look at Kaeviir and Adrian in the back and then point.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
As you look at them, you look back, it's gone.
You saw the thing hanging from the thing, right?
Yeah, man.
And that's normal.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
I mean, we saw it when I came through. Oh, I'm sorry.
But
When the
it wasn't-
confessional came through.
It wasn't there just a moment ago, and then it was, and now it's not again.
This is your first time in Barovia?
Yes, actually.
Oh yeah, well that's
I mean, I'm used to seeing weird stuff. It's just that's a different kind of weird.
D-Walk out
Hmm?
of game. That's the
Yeah.
same thing that saw when we came.
Oh,
through.
100%. It was
Okay.
the same thing you saw.
Yeah, I remember I remember being dressed up as fucking the confessional. Oh, you know what? Maybe this should be a nice time to throw back to the confessional.
Oh no.
Praise the morning Lord and all his
No.
glory. Big
I-
ups to my son, Papa. Keep on
Well-
sunning those rays, my guy.
Well, we'll see that neither one of them seem to be plussed about what they've just seen. Then I've just turn around and keep moving towards the lake.
Look, you're gonna have to get your head right.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I know weird stuff happens. I just, this is a different brand of weird.
Oh yeah, it gets really creepy out here.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but that's totally normal. It's like
Okay.
like a toll booth.
A what?
Like where highwaymen have like a
Oh.
or where you
So what?
cross
What
a
I was
bridge.
like?
I'm sorry, were you temporally mentally locked into a more modern
We don't come
frame?
across many things like that on the sea, so it tends to be a little bit easier to navigate around things, even if said something like that were to exist. Anyway, how close are we to the lake?
About a half a mile off ahead of you.
Okay.
And
Um,
you see 4 figures in the road ahead of you.
Oh, looking like a toll.
okay? First and foremost, you see them, right?
I'm gonna look.
Relaina's like, not at all.
This is not the time to pull a grilled cheese sandwich maneuver. Are there 4 people in the road or not?
There's 4, at least.
Okay.
Can we call that a GCS from now on? It's a grilled cheese situation.
Are they going to disappear, or do we think these are more corporeal?
We can wave at them.
A wave at them.
One kind of steps into the center of the road and waves back.
Okay. Well, whatever it is can at least see us.
From their viewpoint on the center of the road, if I were to fall out of the back of the cart, would they notice?
Depends how good you fall out of the cart.
Well, I'm gonna fall out with a pretty dexterous roll, I'd imagine.
All right.
You want acrobatics? Or can I just plop out and then stealth?
Go ahead and do an acrobatics, then stealth.
Acrobatics. And we're gonna lucky that. Fuck.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh no!
Oh.
It was a 10. The first one was a 10.
Oh. Well, I mean, you successfully get out without breaking anything.
Okay.
Not as graceful as you wanted.
I like to stealth immediately.
Okay.
No one saw that. Everything was fine. It was a graceful dismount.
I'm going to take a 27.
right.
Sorry. Some of these rolls I can get. The rolls I always use are the ones that I'm good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other rolls that I can't do that on. I need to use lucky.
Yeah.
And sometimes lucky says 6. And sometimes lucky then goes 5.
5. I turn back around to ask Kaeviir if I should continue to approach them or if I should stop at a distance only to see that he's now gone.
You see Relina rolling off the side and tucking under the wagon.
The hell is Kaeviir going? I turn around and look at Adri.
You got a 25 in her acrobatics.
Rachel's waving. He's like, what? And he turns back and Adri's just waving. Hi.
Hi.
Nick's like, I'll never leave you.
Thanks. I guess I'm going to approach them on the wagon. Do I are they carrying weapons that are visible? Like, are they in a
Yes.
defensive stance or
Yes, you see one of them instead of leather, the other 3 in regular leather. And
is the one in studded leather the one that stepped out to wave or
Yep.
Okay.
No, he has a short blade at his hip. One of the others has a mace, and the last 2 also are carrying short blades.
Now, are their weapons drawn or are they sheathed?
The blades are sheathed. The one with the mace is kind of standing there with it up on his shoulder, hanging over his back.
That's
Like,
the universal. Yeah, that's the universal posture for, hey, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you got a bag of coins.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm going to pull up to this quartet and see what unfolds.
Oi! He
Oh,
stops for a second, like mid-sentence, looks at you. Lads, hats. They all put their hats down, look at you. Boss, we thought you were up the hill.
I was.
No one until it, boss. We didn't mean nothing by it. We're just doing what you said, collecting money on the road.
It's all right. You're just doing your job and you're doing it quite well. Don't worry about it.
Boss, are you
Perception?
sick?
I was thinking, dude, Mirrorverse is not gonna be so friendly.
Boss, your voice sounds.
Oh, it yeah, it's a little dry out here, you know.
Oh my god, this is going so shitty.
Give me a deception.
Adri is keeping her hat angled down.
Oh my god, this is a cart filled with people who cannot possibly lie.
19.
Okay. Okay, cool. 14. All right.
Can't lie my ass.
What's going on with you, boss? Therapy. You seem good. You seem good. Seem happier. Yeah, they got me doing basket weaving, and I just feel like, I've just come alive in there. Thanks to Dr.
I'm a whole new person.
He's kind of looking down the road. Look at the cart. Are these a couple new slaves, boss?
Yep. Got them fresh.
What?
You know.
Just went down to the convenience store.
Yeah.
Got them fresh? What the fuck does that even mean?
Oh my god.
Adrian's just gonna rest her hand on the hilt of her sword to prepare for the inevitable fight that's going to start.
Jesus Christ. I love how you kept talking. Like, when you're lying to someone that's like short Don't let him get a lot of info. He's like, yeah, no, I've been great. I've just
Yeah.
been really, enjoying cruising on the road. And
I have talked my way out of situations. It's not like I'm completely inept at deceiving people
no,
or
it's funny.
persuading them. I'm assuming, being able to put 2 and 2 together, that I have been mistaken for one of the water genasi at the lake. Which could be advantageous or could be problematic. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, I mean, they asked me if I'm bringing in new slaves, and the answer is yes. And the sooner I get them down there, the better off we'll be. So if you boys don't mind, I got cargo to move.
Well, boss, best be on your way, boss. Like you said.
All right, you boys keep up the good work.
Oh my
I'll see you later.
See you guys for the
the
spaghetti
I'll see you
spaghetti
guys.
dinner next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
you guys
wait.
coming to Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, remember it's bingo night, so
Oh my God,
Make sure
we're gonna watch a Walk to Remember and just real have a good cry.
Hey, you guys remember to bring your moms too, because they're gonna,
Yeah.
they
You know,
they like going out,
It's
They'll
take
feel
it's,
appreciated.
it's take your daughter to the dungeon day, so don't forget.
Oh
Oh,
God, that
Lord.
sounds terrible. Ted Cruz,
What
what are you doing
happened?
here?
uh I figured once I made my check, whatever I said was going to fly. Yeah, but I'll get the cart past them, and I'll kind of quicken the pace. And I'm like, I kind of lean my head a little bit over my shoulder. I'm like, where is everyone else? Where did they go?
Or Naruto running next to the cart.
He does this. He'll be fine.
Okay. I mean, I didn't expect them to bail on me, but
They didn't
It's
relay
not-
us underneath the cart.
Yeah. He's not bailing.
Well,
He's just checking the perimeter.
okay, fine. And
Last time she
looked,
did this,
I
she slit a guy's Achilles tendon.
Okay.
You just have to understand that like a bunch of people packed up in one area is not great for this game historically.
True. You're right. All right.
Trust me, you're gonna really appreciate it when you guys are down with 0 hit points and somebody sneaks in through the woods. The turtle stealths his ass out of the river.
Is there a place for me to at least get the cart to where I'm out of their view, like a bluff, or does the road turn, or
Not really. It kind of goes straight into the beach. I mean, you can stop on the side of the road.
Yeah,
and,
but me
act like you're
stopping,
gonna take a whiz.
I like
the fact
when
that you've given me a suggestion leads me to believe that you're trying to set me up for something, D-Walk.
I like if a water genasi
Would I
pees.
do that?
When a water genasi pees, their like arm goes limp.
We just sweat. That's how it works.
I know that you don't look like this, but I keep imagining Osmosis Jones when I think of you.
Yeah. I can see where that where you make that connection. I guess once I get enough distance between where they are, or get enough distance from them where they can't quickly close on us, I'll at least slow the cart down in an effort to see if Kaeviir catches up and gets back on board somehow. Because I don't know that I necessarily want to leave him off until we get all the way down to the beach, but I'll at least slow down. Whether he gets on or not is inconsequential, but
yeah, it's not happening. We're gonna keep an eye on you guys and see what people are doing.
Right. So I guess somewhere close to the beach we kind of slow down a bit until we get to our destination.
Does the road go like straight into the water?
It heads out straight to the beach, and then it kind of spreads out from the trees.
Okay.
And then off the beach, you see what is a wooden platform built that goes out. It's about 20 feet wide. It goes out about 80 feet to looks like another larger wooden platform. And there's a kind of a hut on the platform on the water.
So it's like just a big, like a big dock that they
Yeah.
built. Okay. I'll swing the wagon around and pull it up to the dock, I guess, and then
Okay.
take a look around and see are there any other people?
Once you break the trees, you're gonna see off to your left 2 more, 4 off to the right, all kind of dressed about similar. On the docks, off the docks, you see an armored and half plate helmet on. The arms you can tell water ganase, but that's just what's showing between the bracers and the shoulder plates. Carrying a maul in her hands.
Hmm.
How far past the tree line do you go with this new information?
Well, shit. While it's certainly possible or to get past those guys on the road, I'm pretty sure once I come face to face with another water genasi, that's not going to fly so easy. I don't want to get. So you're saying that the hut where this water genasi is about 80 feet out from the shoreline, right?
The water genasi is actually on the bridge that goes like the dock that goes out to the hut.
Okay. So it's that plus 6 other leather armored humanoids. I guess I'm going to stop right at the tree line.
Do you stop easy or stop harsh?
Let's not give the sense of oh shit. Let's bring it to a slow halt.
All right. Eyes have been turned your guys' way.
I whispered down towards the floorboard. Relena, we are slightly outnumbered.
You hear back? Sucks for them.
You want me to move in, or would you want to wait for them to come to us?
You're the captain.
Oh, I'm a captain, but that doesn't mean I can't take solicited advice.
I think it's gonna look suspicious if we just sit here.
Yeah, I just know the minute I get within visual range of that genasi that's standing there that they're probably going to recognize something's wrong anyway. All right. Well, if this is how it's going to go down, then this is just how it's going to go down. I go ahead and pull the cart over to the bridge.
All right. You can hear the armor begin walking towards you one step at a time. And stops.
I'm just going to pretend like I'm doing what I think would be done, and that is climbing off the cart. Adri, act like your arms are shackled together or something. Like just put your wrists together.
Performance check?
To put your wrists together?
What if I just sit in the cart?
Well, I just don't want them to think that like you're sitting back here loose. Like if the implication.
Yes. The prisoner conversation to convince them to come with you. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking with you.
I I'll just kind of walk along the side of the cart opposite of where the other Genasi is walking towards me. My hat kind of pulled down just a little bit, and just to make it look like I'm getting something out of the cart. I'm not going to acknowledge their presence until either they call on me or they make a move.
You hear a loud, rain!
Well, that I didn't expect.
In the distance, you hear, what?
I immediately look up and say, what?
There's another one of you.
Where?
The door opens in the hut and walks out. You see a very familiar face at the opposite end of the dock. You also recognize it's your sister's voice.
Who is that?
That's my brother. And he is you. And you are him. But you're not him.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
By her tone, do I get the sense that she's already put two and two together, or that she's going to be too smart for me to try and pull the wool over her eyes? I'll roll
From the
for
tone,
if I need
you
to.
can roll an insight.
Jesus, this is gonna suck. Ugh, that's a 9. I'm not gonna pick anything up.
No, her helmet's keeping any emotions or anything you can read from sight.
Yes, I'm your brother. Who the hell is that? And how long has he been here?
Brother, who the hell are you and how long have you been here? The other one begins to walk towards you guys. Slowly. He gets about halfway down.
Ewok.
You see a yellow scythe in his hands, dripping as he walks.
Ewok, I don't mean to interrupt, but I need to put a pin in this particular moment, this time.
Okay.
Because we might need to roll back to right here.
No, I got you.
Okay.
Before, when you say a yellow scythe, you mean the scythe itself is yellow, or the whatever's
blade.
drip? Okay, so it's
The
not what's
blade
dripping
is yellow,
off
but
of
it looks like it's dripping yellow as well.
Oh, okay. That's what I didn't know if like it was like blood dripping off. Okay.
No, it's like a sickly yellow glow.
Tempest, I don't know who that is. But I think someone's gotten the jump on you.
Oh. Brother, what do you birds say? They say they were in Veliki. You think your little druid's the only one who has birds that listen?
Well, I did until you said that. Now, probably not so much.
Where's the other two?
What other two?
Doesn't matter. Tempest asked his corpse.
Adri's going to stand up and draw her sword and shield.
See
Now
what?
the
Can I
question
get?
is, go
Oh.
for it.
Can I get the amount of time that dialogue would have taken between the point where I put a pin and right as Rachel draws or Adri draws her weapon?
Maybe less than a minute, maybe a minute,
A
minute and a
minute?
half.
Okay, cool. So 10 turns worth of actions.
Okay.
All right. I was stealth when we approached, staying off on the side. I probably would have spotted the soldiers or the guards or whatever people on the left. There were two of them, correct?
Okay.
Is there any other way to get to from the lake? I'd have to move across the water to get to the hut, correct?
Yeah, you'd have to go through the water.
How far is the surface or right at the edge of the water to the hut?
About 80 feet to the deck the hut's on, and then another 20 feet actually to the hut.
I want to take one of my turns. I want to dash, cunning action, dash, and stealth around the edge, not breaking the tree line.
Okay.
I want to get as far away from the guards as I can. I want to roll an investigation check on the type of water that's around it. Fair?
Okay.
31.
It's
I want to
like
know.
water.
It's like water, but generally, like you could tell if something has if it's still water or if it's large enough to have some sort of movement. I want to know first how big the lake is. That's like, is it massive? Can I see across it?
The
Sorry,
lake itself
this is
actually
irrelevant.
flows into all the other rivers. It goes through the it goes down the Luna River. It goes up through the Slavic woods. The river or the lake is at the base of the mountain.
I'm
It's at the
assuming.
foot of the mountain nestled in the misty forest.
Do I know
So
anything
it
about the ecology of this lake?
how so?
Fish? What kind of animals
You know
inhabit
the
the water?
Vistani would fish up here on your guys' side, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
The village would fish.
It's not particularly dangerous water.
You've never heard of any monsters in it.
Okay. How about just quick observation of the water? It doesn't look.
Just kind of like a sheet of glass reflecting the dark sky.
Okay. Uh, is there any cover around the edge of the beach?
Not really.
Okay. Okay.
I
I want to
think.
dash, cunning action, dash using my stealth. I can roll the stealth check again if you want, but I'm just gonna take the 27.
Okay.
This FYI. I'm going to try to get right up to the edge of the water, and I'm gonna get as low to the ground as I can and slowly get into the water.
Yeah, about how far away from the others are you?
Maybe 30 feet outside of where the people on the left were standing.
Okay.
So a little further down. I'm just gonna wait for the moment. I'm gonna do my dash, cunning action, dash, and then get real flat up against the edge of the water. And then kind of slowly slide, do my sea turtle stealth into the water. I want to get underneath the surface of the water so I don't break any tread. I don't like split the water above me.
All right. Athletics.
Hit balls. This is a strength check. This ain't great.
Normally swimming checks involve strength.
I'm gonna do a lucky because that was a 4.
That was a 4.
Oof.
13. Oh my
Oh,
god,
it's better
All
Jesus
than
right,
four.
Christ.
you're able to keep yourself just under the surface.
I want to move directly to where the hut is.
Okay.
Can we assume that I am unopposed in the visual for the 27 stealth?
Yeah, you were able to slick into the water. You got underneath it. With your athletics check, you're able to hold yourself underneath it.
I want to get as quickly as possible to where the hut is. I'll use the swim check to move directly to where the hut.
Oh. Okay, so you're about 30 feet out. It's 80 feet out. You're going. I'm not good at geometry at all.
Uh, how far across is the river?
You're. It's 80 feet out is the deck.
80. The deck is 80 feet.
It's 80 feet out from the shore.
Okay. So then, I don't think I can dash, but I can take double move action because I'm not doing anything else. So that's 60. So I need one more check, I'd imagine, to get to the center.
Yep. Yeah, one more athletics check to keep yourself under, then I would say con check for your breath.
Okay. Well, let's do the con check first so I can determine what I want to do from here on out. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. Not a save, a check. I'm trying to think if there's any way to modify this. What about a history of breath? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Constitution 10. Oh, I'm sorry, 11.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Then the worst rolls ever. Athletics. And we're just gonna prepare for this lucky, but we're gonna do this one first. 15. Swimming.
You're under the water.
I'm coming up. I'm gonna spend that is the swim action is my move action. I'm gonna use the other part of my action to get up onto the platform, but stay low with my stealth.
Give me a perception.
You want passive or rolled?
Rolled.
It'll be a 26.
All right. You catch sight of a shadow deeper in the water.
A shadow?
Beneath you.
How big?
Humanoid?
Okay. Where at?
As you're reaching the deck, it's deeper.
Okay. But it didn't see me because stealth, right?
With a 27 stealth, it would be hard to see you.
Yeah, it would. I just like hearing you say it. All right, I'm gonna slide around the edge of the hut, the platform the hut's on. And I want to see if I can try to slip inside the hut, but I want to do a quick perception at the door.
All right. Give me a stealth to cross the deck.
27.
Okay.
Sorry, I get to take 10 on it, plus 1,
I know.
plus
All
16.
good.
So I'm just going to do that every time. So just assume 27.
Okay. Let me just verify something quick.
I told you, whoever made
Okay,
this thing
that's
is...
not no worries. The blind sense isn't activated. Okay.
Okay. Perception check at the door.
Are you checking inside?
I'm listening to the door to see if I can
Okay.
hear any shuffling movement or anything.
You hear some movement, but it's muffled.
Can I tell what it sounds like? Does it sound like shuffling, like
No,
someone
it doesn't
pacing?
sound like anything on the floor. It sounds like something in a container.
Huh. Something's moving around?
Sounds like it.
I'm gonna slip into there with is there a door or is it just an open hole?
No, there's a door.
All right. I'm going to pull and swing inside.
Once you reach inside, you see a black obsidian coffin, chained, with locks on it, as well as wards.
Right.
sigils carved into the side. And you see in the corner a constant daylight spell.
I'm gonna lean up against the coffin, get real close to it. Hey, you don't know me right now, but we're sort of in a pinch.
I know that voice.
No, you think you know that voice. It's a different person's voice. I can explain it all later.
I know who you are. You've been here before.
Different me.
I know you've been in my land before. I know who comes through my borders. You're the mere one.
You know, I'm just gonna say I'm really impressed by this kind of information gathering. You're in a box. That's impressive.
I may be in a box, but I still have control of my borders.
Well, I got some bad news for you. They got some daylight out here that says that you might not be as control of your borders as you feel like you are right now.
That border I don't have control over.
Yeah. Well, I do have
The
control of that
mists,
border.
I do.
There's some people out there. I need you to tell me how much of a problem are they going to be?
Bad.
Scale of 1 to 10. Just give me a ballpark. How bad?
Tell me you're stronger than you were last time.
Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
It's going to be rough for you. Have you
How
seen
about
all
this?
three of them?
How about we make us a deal? What do you think?
What's the deal?
I need 2 things from you, and in return, I'll knock this light off and I'll pop this coffin right open.
What are the 2?
1, I'm going to need you to help us handle this situation here.
I relish the thought.
2, I need you to promise that there's not going to be any harm to me or my friends, and I might need a cup of your blood.
That's 3.
Yeah, but I put them together so it seemed like it was easier to deal with.
You free
3.
me. I'll give you a cup of my blood.
I don't know. I don't know if
I
it's a
won't
cup.
touch your friends. Wait, how many friends? Everyone that came with you?
One of them looks like one of them. It's going to be complicated. Just look at me and I'll give you a thumbs up.
I know who's who.
It might be more than a cup. I don't know how much we're going to need. It's just, we're going to need some blood. I'll get the facts and figures to you, but is that all right?
You have the other her.
Look, I know I said this before, but this is really impressive what you're doing right now. I don't know how you're doing it exactly. Well, I mean, we'll talk after. Do I got a deal?
Deal. I didn't harm you ones last time. You solved problems for me. It seems like you're in the situation to solve a problem for me again. I don't see a reason to bring wrath upon you.
Okay, we won't talk about that because that's going to put me in a real pinch if you get all. Look, when I open this thing up,
We have a truce.
all right, they're going to be so pissed at me for doing this without asking, but I just got to do it because I feel like we're about to get fucked up a little bit here. All right. The daylight spell, is it attached to something?
It's like an orb on the wall.
Okay, I'm going to take it. I'm
All
going to
right.
shove it into my sleeve. Into my my pocket.
Okay.
All right, man, here goes. I'm
What
going
about the wards on the casket?
Oh shit. What if I just broke it open? Is that fine?
If you can get me a crack.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm whispering when I'm thinking about rolls. Just the vibe is real whispery right now.
I'll whisper with you all night.
What about I can like lockpick using sleight of hand, right? Can I
Yeah.
figure a way to like pop the hinges on this bitch? Yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, 27.
All right.
This shit is too stupid. There's not any charges. There's no number of charges. You can just do it whenever the fuck you want. It's crazy.
And that's from your rogue?
Yeah, it's for Mastermind Rogue.
Jesus.
It's dumb.
All right. Well, you disarm both locks.
All right, man, go do vampire shit.
He mists out and reforms, and you see Strahd in front of you.
Not in here, out there, man.
Oh, we will. We will.
And I'm like, I pull out the bow and I'm going to charge it with daylight, but I'm going to move away from him before I do. Don't get any crazy ideas, all right?
Nah, none. I'll let you out first, then I'll come out.
All right, I'm going to step out of the door. I'm going to charge the bow. And this is about, I guess, we'll just say when I guess you guys are having your dialogue. And off in the distance, you see the bow just go with light. And I kind of pull it up in my draw. Like, hey. And I guess that'll be right when I'm sorry, Adri. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time with that. When Adri had drawn her weapon. So it'll sync up, even though I think I still got a few more turns. But
I will do a different plan next time then.
What was the original plan?
Well, these guys are holding Strahd for Mirror Adri, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I just took off my hat and I'm like, hey, stand down.
oh shit.
That's what I was gonna do. That's why I stood up.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality, high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail.
I'm ready.
Sorry, just getting that moneymaker cleared out. Here we go.